Hi guys, it's Zoe and welcome back to my channel. We're back at it again with another wig review. We've got Wiggins hair today and this is what came in the box as usual, lashes, wig cap, the good stuff. It also came with there's my dog just trying to be nosy as usual. It came with a little wig bag as usual, and the wig I got is a 22-inch 13 by 4 frontal, and it's this really pretty burgundy color. I don't know, you guys probably won't know, but I had a similar wig to this before when I first ever started doing wigs and stuff, and I thought, let me just throw it back and bring this color back because I love it so much. As you can see, I was trying to decide if I needed to bleach the knots or not because it was red. Really and truly, I should have. Don't skip out on this part, but yeah. Just bleach the knots for 30 minutes, not as long as normally. And yeah, this is what it looked like. The lace was super pretty. It's not grey or anything. It's a nice beigey colour. I think transparent, to be honest. And yeah, this is what it looked like before I plucked everything. I just did all of that off camera. If you do want an in-depth tutorial on how I do all of that, I do actually have quite a few videos where I show the bleaching process and the plucking process, again, in depth. But yeah, as you can see, I definitely should have bleached the knots. It's not as visible when it's on my head, but yeah. Moving on to the install, this is just, the colour is just everything to me. I got the 99J dark, so this is the dark version. I think they've got a lighter one, which is more of a bright red. But yeah, this is what it looked like. I started by tinting the lace with my NW58 MAC Studio Fix powder. The only thing I found with this wig that I had an issue with was that the lace was super hard to tint, guys. I don't know what it was. I think it's because it was so light, which is actually normally good, but the powder I was using wasn't penetrating as well. So I would recommend using a lace tint instead of powder or a foundation, just something thicker that would actually come through onto the lace. So yeah, you'll see me going back in further on and just making sure it blends with my skin and stuff. So yeah, after I fitted the wig on my head, I'm just making sure everything's just sat on my head properly. As usual, I get a medium cap size, and I'm just taking my hot comb and just making sure there's no little flyaways and annoying hairs just in the way. Again, it's so annoying because I should have done this, but basically just make sure you wash the wig before, because this is the first time I think that I haven't washed my unit before installing it, and it actually does make a difference, guys. It's just harder. I don't know what it was, but yeah, there was just a lot more flyaways just trying to get in the way of the lace when I wanted to cut it and glue it and all of that stuff. So definitely don't skimp out on that. I just parted my hair, I just clipped my hair back, just making sure it's ready to be cut. And as usual, I use my eyebrow razor to cut the lace. Another thing I should have done was install what's it called? An elastic band. This wig fit my head properly, yeah. The side, I don't know if you guys are new to my channel, basically I really find it hard to find wigs that fit the sides of my head. I think my hairline is just weird as hell. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I should have used an elastic band because I really feel it would have helped me just make sure that the sides were stuck on properly, and it just makes life easier when the wig doesn't fit you properly. But we made it work, guys. It all came together in the end. Anyway, for the ear tabs, as usual, I'm just grabbing my scissors and I'm just cutting the part behind my ears, because you don't want to do this with a razor because you don't want to end up, cutting your ear or getting in the way of anything. This just helps for those areas that you can't really see properly. And again, I managed to do this without completely messing up the wig, so good job on my hands. And yeah, I just finished cutting the lace. So yeah, here I am again going in with my powder because I wasn't really happy with the colour quite yet. You just want to keep going, and if you need a good lace tint recommendation, I do really like the it's from Glamour Hair London. I'll link it below. They have amazing lace tints and they have loads of different colours as well, so I would definitely recommend you guys to use them. to glue down my hair. I don't know why I didn't show the product. Great job, Zoe. Great video. But I just used my usual got2b. I used the black gel, and I used the yellow hairspray, the blasting freeze spray, and I just, stuck this down on my head. The usual routine. Guys, it was so hot in my room. I was literally struggling. I had to take breaks in between because I was sweating so much on my forehead, so it made it super hard to get everything glued down, but we got through it. This UK heat is not a joke. Anyway, I'm just parting my hair off because we're gonna start doing the baby hairs in a bit, and I always find that parting the hair really helps me when it comes to swooping the baby hairs, because you can see what direction you want to swoop them in. And today we're gonna go for a side part, which I haven't done in ages. Actually, that's a lie. I've done it with curly hair before, but not with straight hair. And this was normally my go-to, but yeah, I thought let's switch it up for today. So I'm just grabbing a section like this and just clipping the hair back again and doing the exact same from the other side. A little guideline, I sort of go from the middle of my eyebrow just before it arches, and then all the way to the end. That's sort of the length of the baby hair. And then I grab a little section for the sideburns as well, because I love a good sideburn. Then I grab my hot comb again and I just brush all the little strays that I don't want in that section. And this just helps, keep everything back. I'm grabbing my wax stick from Slay Bay, London. I don't know if it's London, it's just Slay Bay, I think. Sorry, guys. I'm grabbing my wax stick and I'm just taking my hot comb again and just melting this in. Again, this is going to help us for, the next process, which is just slicking everything back. But again, this is just helping me to see what I'm actually doing with the baby hairs. I'm grabbing my razor and just chopping at the baby hairs. I like using a razor for this because it creates a more natural wisp. On the back of my hand, I just mixed together some of the black got2b gel and a little bit of my olive oil mousse. And oh yeah, I completely forgot to do this before, but curl the baby hairs with a straightener. Just, I don't know. I saw this on TikTok, guys, and I just wanted to try it, but I completely forgot to do it before I started applying the product. So it did fizz up a little bit. But it wasn't a problem. We still, it still did its thing. I'm grabbing my edge comb and I'm just swooping the baby hairs. Now, I don't normally do this curling method of the baby hairs, but I do actually really like how it turned out, especially on the sideburn. It made it look a bit more natural rather than just a blunt chop, if that makes sense. So yeah, it just looks really cute, I think. I did the other side off camera and then I just grabbed my Slay Bay stick again. You can use any hair wax stick, to be honest. Pretty sure if you just type in hair wax stick on Amazon, they should come up. But yeah, this is what I use anyway. And I'm just combing back the hair with my hot comb. And I kind of wanted the side part to be quite sleek, not so much of a swoop, because I wasn't planning on curling the hair. I just wanted it to be quite straight and sleek. So I didn't want too much of a dramatic swoop at the top of the head. So this is how I created that. And I'm just going in onto the actual part as well. I kind of went a bit crazy with this. Don't put as much as I did. It made the hair a little bit too shiny at the top for me, but it still looked good. But yeah, in future I wouldn't have used as much as I did, because a little product goes a long way with this, guys, a long way. So this is what it looked like once I've done that. I'm just tying my hair back with a little clip, and as usual I'm going to grab my trusty edge wrap, and I'm just wrapping my edges and just making sure I tie this nice and tightly so that everything can marinate and just, sit nicely while we style the rest of the hair. Now I'm just bringing my hair forward and just brushing it. As you can see, the hair is super silky, guys, very silky and bouncy. And because the hair was already straight, I didn't really do much in terms of styling. I literally grabbed my hair straighteners again and just straightened the hair. I curled the hair inwards, sort of where it frames my face, just because I wanted it to have a little, not volume, but just some definition. And this is what it looked like. For the parting, very important here, because I didn't bleach the knots. I did have to just quickly do this. I mean, you should do this anyway regardless, but this just really helped bring everything together. I grabbed my powder on a small angled liner brush and I just filled in the part. I used 2 different powders. I used NW58 and NC50 from MAC, if you're wondering what colours I use. And yeah, this is what it turned out like. As you can see, that little like side, you know, where I bumped the pieces of the hair straighteners really helps bring everything together. I feel like it really added some character to the wig. And this is what it looked like. This was a super quick install for me. Like, it was very easy. And I really love the hair. It's actually on my head right now as I'm recording this. I think it's been on my head for about 4 days now, but she's been great, guys. She's doing what she needs to do. I haven't had too much shedding, the occasional, you know, few strands, of course, when I'm like brushing it after I've had it tied up, but apart from that, like, I'm very happy with how it is so far. So yeah, here at the end is just what the full length looked like. As I said, it's 22 inches. But yeah, guys, I hope you liked this video. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.